Imagine for a moment how much easier things would be if every single person we met instantly adored us. There would be no conflict, no awkward silences in the break room, no political upheavals, and no nights spent tossing and turning, wondering if we said the wrong thing. Wars would cease, rates of anxiety would lower, and the world would feel like a constant embrace. But the reality of our beautiful, messy, complex human existence is quite different. No matter how much light you radiate, no matter how kind your heart is, and no matter how hard you try to be the perfect friend or colleague, there will always be people who simply do not resonate with your frequency. And here is the most important thing I want you to hear today, right at the start. That is perfectly, wonderfully okay. Rejection, alienation, and dislike are not failures on your part. They are teachers. They are essential parts of the human experience that remind us of the value of true, authentic connection. Friendships would not feel so miraculous, and love would not feel so amazing if we were not occasionally reminded of what isolation and indifference feel like. The contrast is what gives the light its brilliance. However, the uncertainty can be incredibly draining. Spending your precious mental energy trying to decipher if someone secretly dislikes you is exhausting. It keeps you in a state of chronic anxiety, playing detective with every interaction instead of living your vibrant life. So, to help you reclaim your peace and stop the guessing games, let us gently and thoroughly look at 10 signs that someone might secretly dislike you. We do this not to judge them, but to liberate you. Number 1 involves the flow of conversation. They are curt with you. Think about the last time you spoke with your best friend or a soulmate. The conversation likely flowed like a rushing river, effortless and abundant. You could talk to them 24/7. You could talk about the deepest philosophies of the universe, the meaning of existence, or you could talk about something as silly and mundane as cheese or bricks, and it would still feel engaging, entertaining, and alive. That is the magic of true connection. The topic does not matter. The energy does. However, when someone harbors a secret dislike for you, the energy is completely opposite. It feels like pulling teeth. You might ask them an open-ended question about their day, hoping to spark a little warmth, and they shut it down with a single word. Fine. Okay. Good. It leaves you standing there, holding the weight of the silence, wondering why the interaction feels so heavy. This brevity is a clear signal. It is their way of conserving their energy and preventing a bond from forming. It becomes clear they do not want to talk to you. If you find yourself constantly carrying the heavy burden of the conversation while they offer nothing but one-word answers, it is a sign to stop pouring from your overflowing cup into a vessel that has sealed itself shut. Number 2 is all about the unspoken language of the body. Our words can lie, but our bodies are remarkably honest storytellers. When we like someone, we naturally gravitate toward them like a sunflower turning toward toward the sun. It is a biological imperative. We make soft eye contact. We lean in to hear them better, and we subconsciously mirror their posture. It is a dance of intimacy that happens without us even trying. On the other hand, when someone dislikes you, their body will create a fortress. They will avoid eye contact, looking over your shoulder at the floor or at their phone instead of meeting your gaze. They might cross their arms tightly across their chest, creating a physical barrier between your heart and theirs. They might lean away from you, as if your energy is a physical force pushing them back. They do this in order to protect themselves from you, creating an invisible barrier that keeps you out. It can feel harsh to witness, I know. It can make you feel small. But remember, this body language is not a reflection of your worth. It is simply a reflection of their current capacity to connect. It is a common defense mechanism humans use to maintain distance. Number 3 is a subtle but painful one. There is a lack of trust. Vulnerability is the key ingredient to establishing a strong connection. To build a bridge between two souls, we have to lower our shields and let someone see our true selves. But when someone secretly dislikes you, they will remain guarded. They will be suspicious of your intentions, even when you are coming from a place of pure kindness and light. For some people, it just takes a while for them to open up, and we must respect that pacing. But this can just as well be a sign that they dislike you when you put in constant, genuine effort to get to know them. Yet, they keep you at an arm's length. It feels like there is a wall of glass between you. You share, but they do not share back. You offer help, and they look for the catch. It hurts, but seeing this truth frees you from the endless effort of trying to prove you are trustworthy to someone who is committed to misunderstanding you. Number 4 is that they get easily frustrated with you. Do the two of you argue or disagree over matters on a daily basis? Have you ever felt like you are walking on eggshells around a specific person? Perhaps you notice that they seem to be in a perfectly good mood when they are laughing with others. But the moment you step into the room or try to interact with them, the atmosphere curdles. They turn sour, bitter, and angry. When someone dislikes you, they will do anything except make things easy for you. They have very little patience for your quirks, or even your basic presence. They might roll their eyes at your suggestions, sigh loudly when you speak, or turn a small, insignificant disagreement into a major conflict. It feels like you cannot do anything right in their eyes. This is not because you are doing things wrong. It is because their lens of perception is clouded by dislike. They are predisposed to be annoyed by you. Recognizing this dynamic is crucial because it helps you realize that their frustration is not about your actions, but about their internal narrative regarding you. Number 5 is forced etiquette. This is a tricky one because it hides behind the mask of politeness. When someone outwardly dislikes you, they will be loud about it. They might lash out at you regularly or tell you to your face that they have a problem with you. In a way, that honesty is easier to deal with. But when they secretly dislike you, they might try to get along just to avoid conflict. Whether it means forcing a smile that does not reach their eyes or doing things strictly to keep the peace, they will keep the surface clean between the two of you. Deep down, though, they may think ill of you and display this through their passive-aggressive behavior. It is a sterile interaction. They are following the social script, but there is no heart in it. It can be confusing because on paper, they are being nice. But your heart knows the difference between politeness and kindness. Do not gaslight yourself into thinking a connection exists just because they are following the rules of etiquette. Number 6 is that they avoid you as much as possible. We make time for the things and people we enjoy. It is a simple rule of life. Do they live or work in close proximity to you, but limit communication to emails or text messages? When someone secretly dislikes you, they will do whatever it takes to have minimum contact with you. It goes deeper than just technology. It is especially a sign if they find out your schedule just to avoid you during your lunch hours or the time you need to occupy the same space. If you go to the break room at noon, they go at 1. If you take the elevator, they take the stairs. And when you do end up bumping into one another, they will always have an excuse ready at hand to avoid seeing you again. Oh, I am running late, or I have to take this call. They are actively managing their environment to minimize your presence in it. Allow them their space and use that time to surround yourself with people who light up when you walk into the room. Number 7 is that they listen to you half-heartedly. Listening is an act of love. When we care about someone, we lean in. We usually do our best to listen to what they say. But if someone is only listening to half of your story and zones out for the rest of it, it is clear they just aren't that invested in you. You might be in the middle of telling a story that is important to you, and you catch them scanning the room. Other indicators include scanning over your messages instead of fully reading them, giving you only half the answers you need. It makes you feel unheard and unimportant. Please know that you deserve to be heard. You deserve an audience that hangs on your every word because they care about your heart. Do not waste your voice on ears that have decided to be deaf to you. Number 8 is that they do not make an effort to understand you. Feeling misunderstood can be a rather alienating experience. It makes us feel lonely even when we are in a crowded room. So when someone dislikes you, they won't want to provide support to your ideas and values. Instead, they will make you feel invisible, unheard, and will dismiss your thoughts, whether it is done subtly or explicitly. They might use a strategy called one-upping to control the conversation instead of allowing you to give your own inputs. If you share a struggle, they share a bigger one. If you share a win, they share a better one. They are not listening to understand. They are listening to reply, to dismiss, or to compete. This is a clear sign that they are not invested in your emotional well-being. A friend seeks to understand, even when they disagree. An adversary seeks to diminish. Number 9 is a painful social reality. They never invite you to social gatherings. Why would you even want to be invited to someone's birthday party when you know they hate you? Still, it hurts to know, right? We are tribal creatures, and exclusion triggers a primal fear in us. When you see all your friends, families, and coworkers being invited, everyone except you, it slowly becomes obvious they want nothing to do with you. You might see photos of the event later, and a pang of sadness might hit you. Allow yourself to feel that sadness, but do not let it take root. Their gathering is not your tribe. Their exclusion is actually a form of protection, keeping you away from an environment where you would not be celebrated. Number 10 is perhaps the most powerful sign of all. Your gut tells you something is wrong. Sometimes your gut feeling is not enough, especially when anxiety makes even sound judgments wrong. Anxiety can try to trick us, but if you are getting a strong message from your gut free from anxiety, listen to it. Your instincts are telling you it is not worth your time trying to change this person's mind. Your body picks up on micro expressions, energy shifts, and subtle tones that your conscious mind might miss. If you feel drained, on edge, or simply wrong after interacting with someone, trust that feeling. Your spirit knows who is safe for you and who is not. So, my dear friends, we have walked through these 10 signs together. I know that recognizing these behaviors in people you know can be heavy. It might bring up feelings of sadness or disappointment. You might be thinking of a specific coworker, a family member, or a friend right now. But I want to offer you a shift in perspective. Life is short. Cherish your moments with people who love you and leave the rest behind. When you stop trying to convince people to like you, you reclaim all that energy. You can take that love and pour it into the people who already adore you. You can pour it into yourself. It is not an act of malice to step away from people who dislike you. It is an act of self-respect. If you want to dive deeper into understanding human behavior and finding your inner light, remember that we are here for you at Happy Aura. If you also liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. As always, thanks for watching, and may your days be filled with genuine connection and peace. Goodbye for now.